Alright team, I'm speedrunning this video because my Chipotle gets here in less than 20 minutes. So I need to hurry because I don't want to eat while I record. So, the first thing I'm going to go over is my texture packs. This texture pack is called Defrosted. The other one I use is called Bombies 180K. The next thing I'm going over is my Minecraft settings. So my FOV is on 1.114. I did this by doing CT import Zen add-ons and then setting it to 1.14 or 114 and then deleting the module. Here's my video settings. I've obviously got view bobbing off because view bobbing is disgusting. I've got dynamic FOV off because that would make my game huge. Here's my quality. Here's my performance. Here's my other animations. Firework particles are off because of Mage Beam. Explosions off. Redstone animated off. My controls. Q, 2, 3, R, 5, G, F, T, C is for my 1 through 9 keys. I use tilde to drop stuff. So I'm going to go over some mods I use that don't really have configs before I go into the config ones. Desco's Water Solver is a good one. It breaks a lot of the time, but when it works, it's really good. So, also, every mod will be in the description, either with a Discord, GitHub, and also my config for some of the mods that have configs. Resource Pack Organizer, I like this one. No config for that. Skier's old animations, you have to get this from the beta section of Skier's Discord. I have keystrokes installed, but I don't usually use it. Crash Patch. I like Crash Patch because you never forcibly crash, like your game won't close. You're able to finish your run before you have to restart your game. Pone's Toggle Sneak. I use it for Toggle Sprint. And Auto Tip. Also Optifine, obviously, because it's Optifine. The first mod I'm going to go over is Chat Triggers. Chat Triggers, you do CT import. And then the two modules I use are BetterMap and Bloom. I'll have my configs for both of those in the descriptions, but the important thing is that when I walk into a room, or anyone in my party using BetterMap walks into a room, it'll show the number of secrets done in that room. So right now it's 0 out of 7. If I go over here, now 1 out of 7. And it'll turn white when the room is done, as you can see. So my config for that is in the description if you want to use it. VM. I will scroll through this real fast if you don't want to use the config, but maybe you want some of the stuff. Tick style, if you want the secrets, you can put tick style room name and then secret count to check marks to always. Or you can just have the room names, but I don't like that because it positions them above this little, the doors sometimes. Player heads, I use arrow for my own head because I had it glitching out a bit. So I'm used to the arrow for my own. Holding leap shows the player name, so I know who to leap to. Legal map style, obviously, because legal map looks the best. You want to make sure you have fixed score and scoreboard off because it's terrible and it actually breaks the scoreboard. Force Paul 10 plus score, no point in using that. Broadcast score message, I have it off. If you don't have a different mod that does it, maybe turn it on. I have hide map and boss off because I like using the map to tell, who's grabbing what relics, where people are in terminals, all that kind of stuff. One feature that I wish existed was that I wish that I could zoom the map out in boss more than in clear, but whatever. Clear breakdown is nice because you can see how many rooms each person in your party cleared and how many secrets they did, so you know who's terrible, although it doesn't tell you really everything about a run. If you hover over the secret breakdown message in chat as well, it'll tell you which rooms specifically they were. BetterMap also has secret waypoints. If you're going to use secret waypoints, probably just use the BetterMap ones. Spirit Leap overlay, I don't use it because sometimes it crashes, but if you don't mind restarting your game every couple days, then just turn it on. The next thing I'm going to go over is Bloom. One of my favorite features of Bloom is if I go over here and I click this chest, you see it turns blue. So that's called Show Secret Clicks. So Show Secret Clicks, I have that on, and there's the color I use for it. I'll probably change it eventually when I get bored of this. I'll have my config for Bloom and BetterMap in the description, like I said, like for all mods. The other thing I use in Bloom is the Blaze Solver. The Blaze Solver is really nice, and I used Show Next Line. Bloom also has a really nice Ether Warp overlay. As you can see, it's green when you can teleport, it's red when you can't. So here's the settings I use for that. Ether Warp overlay, only show and sneaking. I don't use sync with server. Show fail location. Highlight type is both. And here's my color. I think it's the default. Another module I use is called Monkey. If I do /fact, it puts a monkey fact in chat, CT import monkey. The next thing I'm going to go over is Dual-Care mod. So in Dual-Care mod, I use the tooltip features. They're really nice. Hide extra name tags, remove selfie camera, add Buffon DND. Hide healer particles, hide healer fairy. Everything else doesn't really matter. The next mod I'm going to go over is Danker's Skyblock mod, or DSM. The only feature in this entire mod I use is called auto swap to pick block. It basically makes it so that when you left click on a terminal, it changes it to a middle click. So the only feature that I use SBA for is highlight dropped item. I've heard it's in Sky Honey as well, but I don't know if it's as good. You have to have fast render off if it isn't working. But here it is. As you can see, the dropped item is highlighted. You can see them through walls. It's nice. So the next mod is SkyTools. I have my whole config in the description. I also use SBE, which it also has the config in the descriptions. But for SBE, the main things that I use outside of dungeons are revert master stars, and then whatever this is, revert health and defense. The rest of it is in dungeons and quality of life. Probably. I haven't actually looked at this section. Anyways, I use the dungeon profit stuff. I use the door opener. This is a really nice one. It highlights the person who opened the last weather door in red, which is nice for duo BR. Blood Camp Helper, SBE has a good one. Show score approximation, I like SBE score calc. Display mimic status and 300 score notifications are one I like as well. In SBE I also like highlight mimic chest, which makes the mimic chest red. I also have splits on because I like splits. I have the SkyTool splits here and I have the SBE splits here. I also have Dungeon Puzzle Timer, and here's the solvers I use in SBE. If you're not going to use the Desco's water solver, then you should probably use the SBE water solver, because it also has this show water path thing that's really useful. Somewhat useful. Moderately useful. It's not that useful, but it's nice. I really like SkyTools because you have all these key shortcuts, and here's the key shortcuts I use. The main ones being, I didn't even know I had an Ender Chest one. That's good to know. Pets, I have all these GFS ones for Ender Pearls. Potion Bag, I use this every run. /F7 is nice. But yeah, I recommend using a lot of these. But yeah, I'll have all the mods in the description with configs and with whatever they're called, Discords, GitHubs, whatever. So, stop asking what my mods are. Thanks. If you have any questions, leave a comment and maybe I'll answer them. Okay, great. I have to go get my Chipotle.